the CBS Broadcast Center in Los Angeles, this is CBS 2 News at 11 a.m.
Be real quiet. Listen real carefully. And you might hear our Savior say, Colin, welcome home, and here's your starry crown.
Oh, welcome home indeed. Former Secretary of State Colin Powell devoted his life to public service, and today he's being celebrated as he's laid to rest. I want to welcome our viewers to CBS 2 News at 11 and streaming on CBS in Los Angeles. I'm DeMarco Morgan.
And I'm Suzanne Marquez, a trailblazing diplomat and soldier.
Yeah, what a life. Today, Colin Powell is being remembered for his decades of dedication to his country. CBS 2's Amy Johnson joins us now with a look at the final farewell, and what a ceremony, touching at times, somber at times, also humorous.
Yes, it really did capture all of those, DeMarco. Colin Powell was a decorated soldier, respected across military and political fronts, but he was also admired by people around the world. This morning, American leaders, friends, and loved ones gathered at Washington's National Cathedral to honor his life.
This morning, my heart aches because we have lost a friend and our nation one of its finest and most loyal soldiers. Yet even as we contemplate the magnitude of our loss, we can almost hear a familiar voice asking us, no, commanding us, to stop feeling sad, to turn our gaze once again from the past to the future, and to get on with the nation's business.
Former Secretary of State Madeleine Albright paid tribute to her Colin Powell, remembering him as a friend and a patriot. Powell was a trailblazer throughout his career, rising through the military ranks to become the first black chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff. He briefly considered running for president. Instead, he became the first black Secretary of State. Powell died last month from COVID-19 complications. He had been vaccinated but had a rare blood cancer that left him immunocompromised. But his legacy lives on through his wife and 3 children. His son held back tears as he spoke about the love he felt holding his father's hand on the last night of his life.
That hand that held me as a baby. That hand that signed report cards, tossed baseballs, and fixed old cars. That hand that signed treaties and war orders, saluted service members, and gestured joyfully while telling a story. That hand is still now, but it left a deep imprint on the lives of family and dear friends, soldiers and sailors, presidents and prime ministers, and a generation of aspiring young people.
Powell had a profound impact on foreign policy in both Republican and Democratic administrations. Although he rose to the top under Republican presidents, he ended up endorsing 2 Democrats who became president. Of course, we're talking about Barack Obama and Joe Biden. Both attended the funeral but did not speak. But after his passing, President Biden remembered Powell as a man of overwhelming decency. Also in attendance are former Secretary of State Condoleezza Rice and Hillary Clinton, as well as current Secretary of State Antony Blinken. DeMarco, I'll send it back to you again. Just an amazing ceremony.
Amazing and touching. Amy, thank you very much. I was just talking to Suzanne, and when we were watching earlier today, we were talking about how even listening to the son's speech, it really shows you that, someone that was this larger than life character to us was still someone's father, someone's grandfather, someone's husband. And so it's very touching to watch, and it hits home close to you and I as well.
Yes, absolutely, because, we learned that he was a tinkerer. We learned that, he drove a car backwards for 3 miles to drop it off at the fire station because he took the engine apart. Just some really humanizing moments that, it shows he was a mere mortal, not just, the incredible guy with the incredible resume.
One who will be missed.
Yes, General Colin Powell will be covering him throughout the day.